Hi guys, and welcome to the first ever episode of Keeping Up with Covid, where we have a look at some of the things we've been getting up to over lockdown. Don't forget to comment live on the show and tell us what you think, or if you have any suggestions for next time. Today we have some news, something to calm the mind, a game show, and a movie discussion. But first, shall we have a listen to how people have been finding the third lockdown through some interviews from Trudy and Ollie.
Thanks for tuning in to Keeping Up with COVID. Today we'll be interviewing a few people and their experiences during COVID and how it's affected them. We have Zoe, and her role is a care worker for social services. Can you tell us a bit more about your role?
I work for the reablement team within social services, and what we provide is a 6-week free service for people that come out of hospital or are at their own homes, and we enable them to be more independent at home. And if they can't be independent at home, we then look into other services that might be provided for them so they can be more independent at home.
How has your personal life been affected by COVID?
Well, I'm one of the lucky ones. I've managed to stay working from the beginning of this. So my personal life hasn't been affected as much as many. So the only difference is my children are at home a lot more, and my husband is working from home. But in my day-to-day life, I'm still working, I'm still coming home, cooking and cleaning. So mine hasn't been affected that much.
Yeah, I see. So has it affected the people you go to see more than it has you?
Oh, definitely. Yeah, definitely. Because I think majority of the people I go to are elderly and at-risk groups. So the isolation has probably become an issue with them. And maybe a little bit of loneliness, although their families have been brilliant by ringing them and making sure they try and get some contact with them. But probably the one-to-one contact that they've had is with the sort of social services team, really, with us going in to make sure that they're okay and they've got everything they need. One good thing I found that has come out of this is the community have come to the aid of a lot of their elderly neighbours and offered shopping and showing them how to use technology like that. So that's been a really good thing.
Yes, definitely agree. So if you had to give one piece of advice to anyone of how to handle this COVID situation, what would it be?
Oh, it's going to be different for everybody, I think, because everybody's situation is different. But I do feel like we will come out of it. And the fact myself, because I do a lot with the elderly, it's been really nice to see that they've been offered the injections first. So as soon as their families have had, they will be able to see their family. So it will change. I think maybe to reflect back on what this year has meant to people and think of anything positive that might have come out of it and try and carry that on if it's sort of reaching out to people that you might not have reached out before.
Thank you for answering these questions. I hope you keep up the good work and everything goes well.
Thank you.
Thanks for tuning in to Keeping Up with COVID. Today we'll be interviewing a few people and their experiences during COVID and how it's affected them.
It's been tough to connect with friends during this pandemic, but Fala here has found a nice way to share a laugh with her friends when they played their Guess the Celebrity game show.
So, the aim of the game is to guess as many celebrities as you can. There are going to be 10 rounds and each player has to raise their hand first in order to answer first. Whoever shouts the answer without doing so does not get a point. You will get one hint throughout the game which will be messaged to you on private chat, so choose wisely. The prize is a box of chocolates of your choice. Good luck! Okay, we're starting the game now. So do you have any questions?
No questions.
First round. Yeah.
Who is that?
Leonardo DiCaprio.
Can I have a hint? Can I have a hint, please?
Leonardo DiCaprio.
Yeah, you got it right.
But I'm sorry.
What? You're a cheater. How did you know that?
No, I'm not. I'm sorry. I'm smart.
Okay. Second round.
Yeah. I don't know.
I'm saying Peyton List.
Who's that?
She's
Taylor
like,
Swift. Taylor Swift.
Taylor Swift, no.
Okay.
So, Anisha, do you want a hint?
No.
You don't? Okay.
No. And every celebrity looks like that.
Yeah,
Um,
I
Go on,
don't know about
guys.
this one. No.
Okay, I don't know, but wait, no. Okay, yeah, I want a hint.
You want a hint?
No, actually, I don't want a hint.
Yeah, actually, since both of you, since
Yeah.
both of you don't know what it is, I'll improvise for you guys,
Okay,
and I'll
good.
give you guys both a hint. Okay?
Oh
Can
yeah.
you just speak? Can you just speak the clue?
Yeah, say the clue to both. Yeah, now. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
She was
you
the Scream Queens.
Yeah, but I'm white.
Say
I
that
know. I
again.
don't know what's going on.
Scream Queens. She was in Scream Queens.
Scream Queens.
Oh my
I've
god.
never heard of that.
Hold on.
Scream Queens. You've never heard of Scream Queen? Oh, Ariana Grande was in there, innit?
She's not blonde. I've watched it.
You can't play with me. It's cheating.
Think.
Yeah,
Anyways.
you not, Anisha. You're just a cheater.
No, I'm not. I'm not. Oh, Emma Roberts.
Yeah.
How did you? Who is that? How am I meant
Emma
to get
Roberts.
that?
Oh my days, her.
Yeah. Okay. Third round.
Oh my days, bottom. You should watch American Horror Story.
Jesse. That's Jesse.
No.
Jennifer Lawrence.
Jennifer Lopez.
No.
Man thinks it's Jessie. You think it's Debbie Ryan. Okay.
I don't know, man. I need a clue still.
Jennifer Lawrence. Oh my days, your favorite. What's her name? Oh no. What's her name?
Sinead Ato.
No. No.
I know what. Lana Del Rey.
Yeah.
But I'm winning chocolates. Yeah. Thank
This
you.
is cheating. How am I meant to know these?
Mother's Life is not cheating. How do you not know that's Farla's favorite singer? She posts her all the time.
Who is it?
Lana Del Rey.
Lana Del Rey.
I've never heard of who that is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fourth round.
XX
Oh,
Tentacion.
I got that first.
I got that first. Mum's like,
Shut
up. I got it first. Yeah, because when you rewatch the
be
video
like
here,
that.
I got it first.
I got that first.
No, you did not. You said
I got
XX.
that first.
You didn't even say his whole name. You said XX.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's his name. I
both
got
of
that
you
first.
got a
That's
point. Both of you got a point.
Okay, we both got a point. Yeah, that's fair. Okay, go. Yeah. Whitney Houston.
Yeah.
Okay.
Winner is drum roll, please.
I won.
Lisa.
Oh, that's so cute.
Thank you
Oh,
for
Paula.
watching and thank you for participating, guys.
You're welcome.
Let us know in the comments down below how you've managed to stay in contact with your friends over lockdown. And now, to keep you up to date with what's going on in the world right now, it's the news with Max Story. Good afternoon, and welcome to the mid-afternoon news. I'm Max Story. Our top stories today. Schools finally reopen. Today, thousands of school children returned to face-to-face learning after 3 months of schools being closed due to the ongoing COVID-19 pandemic. This has come as a relief to many parents and children alike, but the scientific advisory body, SAGE, has warned that it will lead to a rise in infections. The government has urged many schools and pupils to return and to have weekly lateral flow tests to determine whether students have the virus. However, many schools are taking a more cautious and phased reopening. The government has defended its budget stipulations that only give nurses a 1% pay rise, despite public calls for it to be raised. Prime Minister Boris Johnson said that the rise was as much as we can give, but faces accusations of backtracking on previous budget commitments made while campaigning for the 2019 election. In response to the low pay rise, many nurses and medical workers are threatening to go on strike or take legal action against the government. The highly anticipated interview between the former Duke and Duchess of Sussex and the American talk show host Oprah Winfrey aired last night. Among other subjects, some shocking allegations were made against the royal family of bullying, racism and neglect. Meghan Markle, the Duchess of Sussex, revealed that there were points where she was suicidal and considered self-harm, yet when she returned to the palace for help, she was denied. Another cutting allegation was made against an unnamed member of the royal family, who apparently voiced concerns about how dark their son Archie's skin would be. Many have voiced support for the Sussexes, but many have said that they believe the allegations to be categorically untrue, and the timing of the interview to be in poor taste due to the Duke of Edinburgh's recent hospitalisation. This weekend, Pope Francis underwent his first papal visit to the start of the pandemic, where he went to Iraq. This is the first time a sitting pope has ever visited the country. He visited the capital Baghdad and the Iraqi Kurdistani capital of Erbil, as well as the ancient city of Ur, which is believed to be the birthplace of the prophet Abraham, who is considered to be the father of Judaism, Christianity, and Islam. He also had a private meeting with Ayatollah Sistani, who is the leader of the Sunni sect of Islam in Iraq, where they gave a message of hope, cooperation, and religious intolerance. A British Iranian woman named Nazanin Zaghari Ratcliffe has been released from prison in Iran after 5 years for espionage charges. Despite her release, she will not be able to return home to the United Kingdom, as she faces a new set of unspecified charges which her family deny and have appealed to the government to do more to get her home. Civil unrest has continued in Myanmar this week, with the death toll has risen but is still unknown. The Burmese people have been protesting the new regime that has been in power since the successful military coup d'etat deposed former leader Aung San Suu Kyi. The protests have been nationwide, but the fiercest fighting is believed to be concentrated around the capital Naypyidaw and the city of Yangon. The Swiss government has voted to ban Muslim women from wearing face coverings. The controversial new law that only passed narrowly in the Swiss parliament makes it illegal for any woman to wear a burqa, niqab or chador in any public space. And that's all we have time for tonight. Goodbye. Some of us have been watching a lot of movies during lockdown. I know I have. So have Nicholas and Tom. And here's their review of Rogue One, a Star Wars story.
Hello guys, and welcome to Critique Hollywood. Today we're going to be reviewing Rogue One, a Star Wars story.
We are going to be going over the good and the bad of Rogue One and voicing our thoughts on what we made of the film.
Rogue One is about a bunch of heroes who set out on a mission to steal the plans to the Death Star, which is the Empire's ultimate weapon, and the film focuses on the formation of the Rebel Alliance. Rogue One is set before the 1997 film A New Hope.
Rogue One is a part of the overall Star Wars timeline and is to be watched with that in mind. But if you can't keep up, then it can be watched as a standalone film without any other context in mind. So you don't need to be worrying about watching the original films. As Tom said, chronologically, Rogue One is set before the first 3 and the last 3 films in the series.
I personally enjoyed Rogue One as it gave the viewers a different viewpoint from the original trilogy, and found it refreshing to see some characters from the past come back, like Darth Vader and C-3PO. And I found the story of Rogue One made a lot of sense too. Seeing Darth Vader back again as a primetime villain was great, as the film managed to revisit him as a Sith Lord.
Yeah. I really think Rogue One did a lot of justice, just showing how powerful Darth Vader is in that last scene, as many people don't realize or remember he was Anakin Skywalker, which they said he was like the most powerful being in that galaxy before he became Darth Vader, obviously second to Darth Sidious. The film was different though in the sense that the combat was focused mainly on firearms combat, as the only time we see a lightsaber is in the last part of the film with Darth Vader. One mentionable moment though is when Cassian is pretending to be K2SO's prisoner and K2 hits him. If you look closely, you can see that Cassian starts laughing, as it was not scripted for K2 to actually hit him.
Rogue One introduces us to a new galaxy of Star Wars, which we were not familiar with in the original trilogy, and I think that works well, because it introduces new characters like Jyn Erso and C-3PO.
Yeah. Well, that's it for today. If you have any suggestions of any other movies that you want us to review or anything that we've missed in Rogue One, just message us on social media and we'll do that.
Yeah, thank you guys.
Thanks for watching.
Are you a fan of music? Well, Rachel is, and she's here to discuss the hottest sounds and videos of the week with Musiflex.
Hello and welcome to this week's edition of Musiflex, where we look at the 5 hottest music videos that came out in the past week, showcasing great musical talent and beautiful aesthetics. So here we have at number 5, Slow Tie with ADHD. Now in this video it looks very, very simple, but directed by the London director The Rest, It kind of captures how his own personal experiences with ADHD actually are in real life. At number 4, we have Green Tea Peng with Nah It Ain't The Same. Now this video has some of the most beautiful transitions, I think personally, I've ever seen. Directed by the dynamic duo, Machine Operated, this had a whole village working on it, and you can really see that in the visuals. So, at number 3, we have J Balvin with My G. Now, this is kind of your usual rapper, let me flash all the cars and girls and charming in a gang kind of video. But what I love about this video is it's so colourful, and it's like your typical video, but with a lot extra, with the transitions, the camera angles, the shooting. I love all the low shots of the glass through the floor, I think it looks fantastic. Catchy song, and as always, J Balvin likes to return with something newer and flashier than what he did before. At number 2, we have a band that most people haven't heard of called Fiji Blue with their song, It Takes Two. So in this video, you're kind of following the story of a man trying to play tennis with a girl and ask her out. It's a bit weird, yes we know, but the visuals, the colour is so on point. It's the pops of pinks and blue that make it so interesting. It matches the soothing melody of the song. Drum roll please. For number 1, we have Ungodly Hour by Chloe and Halle. Now, the girls released their album last year. I loved it, and every video they've released since has been on point with aesthetics, visuals, and the editing is incredible. Directed by Alfred Marikin, this kind of shows the girls in the typical dance floor kind of robotic thing. But no, I just sat down and watched the whole thing and really enjoyed it. Now, I hope you guys like this week's recommendations. Find out more, you can follow us on Twitter and Instagram at Musicflex. And stay tuned, because next week we will bring you even more musical talent and beautiful aesthetics. And as always, stay safe guys, have a good week! Hello and welcome.
Sometimes it's good just to sit back, relax, and take everything in. Kieran wanted to help you out with that. This is mindfulness session.
Hello. Welcome to mindfulness. Come with me on a journey through mellow meadows. Listen to the sound of the rain as it hits the leaves. We are now going to do an easy breathing exercise to release any worries. Take a deep breath in, hold for 3 seconds, breathe out. Let all of your worries melt away. Now imagine the gentle rays of the sun hitting against your skin. Listen to the gentle buzz of the bees as they make their way through life. Here comes the wind gently blowing across the sky. Now look up at the sky and watch as day turns to night. Watch the stars and the moon as they twinkle in the night sky. Thank you for joining me on this journey through calm.
So everyone, I'm afraid that's all we have time for this afternoon. But before we go, here's what all the people watching at home had to say. Brian said he's been connecting with his friends over Zoom for a pub quiz. Emily really enjoyed the movie review and wanted the guys to do the Batman films next. And Tom said he really enjoyed the mindfulness session just now. So thank you. I really hope you all enjoyed, and a massive thank you to everyone who helped bring this all together. I hope you all have an amazing end of lockdown, and thank you for keeping up with COVID. Goodbye.